go.
Yeah.
Hey guys, to learn more about our virtual masterclass, go to SekouKrem.com. That's SekouKrem.com. You see it scrolling across the bottom and up top. What's going on, Sekou?
Man, you got a lot going on right now, man. You got a lot going on in your town and in your life, man. I'm proud of all of the work that you put in, man. Look, I'm looking at this package and all that you get with it, and I'm saying to you, man, you guys are amazing, man. The way you've put this together, I love it. I love it.
Man, and I was just thinking about this too. It's not just one class. This is 6 classes packed in together. This whole content and calling program, right? Like between all the calling, you have content and calling, how to build a virtual lead machine, a deal a day the virtual way, change your mind with the change of times, the digital notes, communication strategies in the virtual economy, and Millionaire virtual media prospecting strategies. So we're literally breaking down everything that you need. So my absolute favorites. What's up, Jen?
What's up, Jen?
Exactly what you need, not just for calling, but for content. Like we said, it's that synchronicity, which I think most people don't see, right? Most people don't see that in their business because all these courses are telling them, hang up the phone and start doing virtual leads. Or you need to dial the phone. The virtual way doesn't work. You have to I haven't seen anywhere besides us that combines calling and content the way that we do.
Well, I want to take it to a brass tacks place really quickly. Every other package, training course, coaching course that I've ever seen has always been an upsell for the next thing that they were having or the next thing that they were doing, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Inside of these courses, it's just do this, wash, rinse, repeat. Like it's constantly building your business using the activities and the trainings that we're talking about. And you can communicate with other agents that are doing this kind of stuff and create fellowship and all of this and that. And if you want more, you just go back and do it again. You don't have to spend more money. It's awesome. Right. It's actually really, really awesome.
So I'm going to kind of break these down a little bit, just to kind of give a brief overview of all 6 of these, just amazing packages that we're able to put together. So I want to first start with content and calling. So you, Sekou, tell me a little bit about content and calling, what they'll be able to find in there.
So in this market is an addition market, right? So it's a market that says that you add to your types of lead levers, you add to your types of growth, and you're looking to build business by adding new resources. So I'm a calling agent. I'm gonna pick up the phone. I'm gonna dial a phone. I'm a dinosaur. I got little arms, so I could just reach right to my ear with the phone there, right? Yeah. And you combine that with amazing and powerful content that is reaching the people's minds and their hearts. You have a 1-2 punch there of strong business development that doesn't have any gaps in it. So there's no gaps in the development of your business. Your business is developing 24 hours a day using calls and content. And it actually makes your life easier to follow up with because you're getting real-time feedback of the information that you're putting out there. So that first module is going to launch you into the trajectory of the stratosphere. It's just going to hockey stick you in the up position, right?
Well, and I think that's a great point too of how you were saying between content and calling, that gives you almost 24/7 coverage of your audience, right? Between picking up and pretty much touching people, right? Like when you pick up the phone, you're touching that's as close as you can get to in person, right? Besides a video call, you're calling them, you're staying in front of them that way. And then when you have your content to back it up, now on social media, when they're sitting there, they're scrolling through nights, whose videos are they watching? They're watching your videos now, right?
Yes, sir.
This is what I always tell people. It's like, I'm guilty of this, and I'm sure almost everybody out there is guilty of this. You're in your bed. What do? You scroll through videos. You start on one video, 10 videos later, you're like, how the hell did I get here, right? Like and sometimes I'm not even
in my house, we call it the rabbit hole.
What's that? The rabbit hole?
In my house, we call it the rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland going down the rabbit hole, right? And that's what will happen. You'll end up with some wacky stuff. But here's the thing. What if when people are scrolling through, they stop by your video? What if when they're scrolling through, they stop by your piece of content, right? So
dude,
this is
the content that you've helped me to develop, people are stopping that constantly. I take no credit for it, man. Like I'll put something out and I'm just following the system that you showed me, right? And so I'll put something out. Put it this way, man. The other day, one of us put out a simple piece of content that you showed us.
Right.
In the course of 4 hours of me lead generation, I do a 3-hour lead generation block. So we put it out at 7:40 something in the morning.
Okay.
By the time 11:30 hit, there was 250 responses and shares and inboxes and things like that. And so for the rest of the afternoon, I was following up with the people that was connecting with me on social media.
Yes.
It's an incredible process. So when you combine the two and you're really, really conscious, man, that 1-2 punch is like Tyson back in the day, man.
Yeah.
You're going down.
Well, and that's the thing. What we always say, once you own the mind share, you own the market share, right?
Yes, sir.
When people get calls from you, when they see you on like they basically can't go anywhere without seeing you, without hearing from you. And that's the thing. Like this is where you build these relationships through calling them, getting that personal communication, through your content and staying in front of them. So I think that's absolutely huge with the content and calling. So next we go into, this one's one of my favorite ones, how to build a virtual lead machine. So say,
well, that's you, man.
Okay, I'll break this one down.
That's you.
So here's like the whole basis behind it. And this is where calling, hey man, this is what I will say. Calling paved the way for this to be the money maker, right?
Yes, sir.
But guess what? We're in the 21st century now. This is your virtual, like it's your CRM. Everybody's like, man, Facebook is such a waste of time. Not if you use it as your social CRM. Not if you use it the right way. You can make calls from Facebook. You don't even have to have people's phone numbers. You guys know that, right? Go on Messenger. You can dial within Facebook. You could FaceTime basically within Facebook, right? Now they're having you host meetings within Facebook. So this whole notion of, man, I waste so much time in Facebook. It's like you're just not thinking about it the right way. You're not taking the right actions. It's about what are you going in there for? Are you using it intentionally? Are you using it to shoot videos, to shoot content, send it to different people, and then on top of that too, follow up with those people, right? Like I can't tell you how many times where I'm sending video messages through Facebook, the response rates are through the roof. Absolutely through the roof. But this is where using it as your social CRM, not thinking about it as a way to just go on there and waste time. Yeah, that's what other people might do, but not you. You got to use it as your social CRM. It's literally a money maker. You can have 5,000 contacts essentially within your CRM, 5,000 potential leads. They might not be ready to go right now, but you're priming them for when they think real estate, when they think, who do I know in real estate when they have to give out a referral? Who do they think of? You.
They think of you. Well, now look, can I jump in on this really quick? What's up, Kev?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me jump in on this really quick. So too many of us get into the business thinking that it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. The 1-for-1 exchange that most salespeople think is that I'm going to make a call, I'm going to get a sale. I'm going to make a call, I'm going to get a sale. It doesn't work like that. As a matter of fact, if it worked like that, people would be nuts. Like you would be absolutely inundated with stuff to do and burnt out within the first week. What happens is that you make several calls, and most of the calls turn out to be no, right? Most of the calls don't need you right now. Well, with your virtual lead machine, right? The ones that are prime are really that 10%,
right?
Not yet. Right? Like maybe, like I'm ready to go in a little while, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
That virtual lead machine is constantly in front of them. Exactly. And that thing right there, oh my goodness, man, that just spits out. Every day you get to it, if you're working that virtual lead machine, right?
Yeah.
Man, every day you get there, it's spitting out somebody that's saying yes. And that right there.
Yeah. And that's the whole goal, because too many times we get caught up in buying just a bunch of leads. And I'm not saying not to buy leads. That would be insane. But here's the thing. I've dealt with, when I was at the call center, right? We dealt with, you can name a CRM. I've been in the back end. I've worked the back end. I've built the back end for somebody, right? Damn near every CRM I've been in the back end. So and we always have clients that bounce around from one CRM, one lead source to the next, because everybody's looking for that best lead source. And they would say, I swear these companies are sharing leads or yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing. only what, about like 3% of people or like 2% of people are ready to go right now. That become,
and they're lunatics.
so well, 2% or 3% of the market is clicking on these lead magnets. So
Yeah.
of course they're going to be similar people, because if you're only focusing on 2% of the market, that's the bloodiest water there is in real estate, right? People are ready to go right now.
Great
Everybody
point.
and their brother is doing Google, pay-per-click, Facebook ads, everything. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't do this, but here's the thing. What if before they got to that point where everybody's trying to get a piece of them, right? What if they already primed and ready to go and thought of you and reached out to you without even clicking on an ad? Because they don't need an ad. They already know who they're going to go with, right? So this is
Great point.
Keeping your content in front of people, of staying in front of everybody. Because when they are ready to go, they're not even clicking on those ads because they think of you first, right? And that's where it's more of like a blue ocean, right? I'd rather set sail on a blue ocean than bloody waters, right? So it's like, boom, it's like nobody's even thinking about that far ahead, because everybody's worried about what deal am I going to get today, which we also have a deal a day, which is an amazing part of this. But on top of that, too, it's priming yourself, because this is a career. It's not something you pick up and it's like a day-to-day job. This is a real estate career you want to build. You want to build this brand that goes with you no matter what you want to do.
I had a gym teacher that was teaching math one year. And all he did all year was give us these weird sayings and things that we should listen to and things like that. But the one thing that he said that has stayed with me forever, and I guess I got to give it to you, Mr. Smits. The fast horse doesn't win a long race. And so
he just hit you with all these
things. Get yourself. Yeah. He would just spit these things out, man. We'd be in class and he'd be like, "Listen up, a fast horse doesn't win a long race." And I don't know if the man is still alive. I hope he's still alive and kicking.
Yeah.
But there's never been a truer statement. Like, you got to pace yourself, stay calm, and work this thing like you're planning on being in it for a while. And those customers and clients and those prospects that are clicking on things and clicking around will become your constant fruit that you can go and harvest over and over and over again, instead of that one time that you may be able to get them. So that virtual listing machine is powerful. It is, and I might have to say this. I think I'm going to say this out loud. It is the evolution of the database.
Yeah.
Okay. The database that everyone talks about. Oh, my database. Most people don't work their database the right way. The virtual listing machine, or the virtual deal machine, is the future, the evolution of the database.
Right. And then in there as well, we talk about when you lose a deal that your friend gave out to somebody else, or maybe your friend with another agent, right? And then you immediately, most people think like, how could they do this to me? Like, do they not see me as a valid realtor? You know, like, you have all these ideas going in your head. But here's the thing. When they thought real estate, they didn't think of you. And whose fault is that? It's no one but your own. If I was
my fault
with my content, if I kept creating my content, they would have no choice but to think of me when they thought real estate. So they would never go with somebody else again, right? Yeah. So that notion of, man, like questioning yourself, if you're not getting your referrals from your friends and family, you're not staying in front of them. You're not constantly letting them know, like, hey, I'm in real estate and I'm an expert. So that's exactly what we go through in this portion.
We teach people the fundamentals of how to teach your friends and family how to support you.
Yeah.
You have to teach them how to support you. Yeah. And it's a fundamental, and most of us overlook it, and thus we get into this space.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed this workshop.
Yeah.
Creating a machine, man. I loved it.
And guys, this is 2 of the 6 courses that we're going to be getting into. 2 of them. So going on to the third, we're going to go through half of them on this one today. A deal a day, the virtual way. So Sekou, this one was more. This is a little combination, but we started with you on this one. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I've worked with some of the most aggressive agents in the world. I work with some of the most passionate and focused and obsessed agents. In the singular thing that takes these agents and moves them into that category of top agents, icon agents, world-renowned agents, is their ability to push past convention. Most people are stuck in the way that things are, and these top agents are focused on the way they want things to be. And a deal a day was born out of that. We you know, we have minimums in our lives. We have minimums on our teams. There's minimum standards when dealing with customers and clients. What the deal a day program says, I'm going to set my minimums at other people's maximum. We're going to do the all of the activities necessary to create multiple appointments in order to fail at winning, right? So we're going to win by failing, right? Instead of doing, one appointment a day where you may or may not get it, or such and such and such and such, and then maybe that's 5. And even that's a fantastic production, right? One appointment a day, that's 5 a week. That's still fantastic, right? Well, we're giving the folks 20 appointments a week, right? Based on the criteria there, right? So based on the criteria, we're giving folks 20 appointments a week for them to transform their business by narrowing it down, and even failing at 50%, they should have a deal a day. And that deal a day can depending on what market you're in. I don't care what your yield is on a deal a day is going to change your life forever. Forever. And then we partnered the calls, the scripting, the content, the sheer grit and tenacity with all of the virtual market, all of the tools that you present, all of the tools that are present for us now. And it creates this 1, 2, 3 punch, really. Right. Man. Because we take the content, we take the calls, and we take the virtual tools. And we're meeting multiple people in the same hour that would normally take us to get to one person. We're meeting multiple people in that same hour. And I didn't give too much away, did I?
I know. You give away just the right amount. No, but with that, like, this one was one of my favorites, because in doing so, you absolutely nailed a deal a day. And I think one of the key points of this too is you're holding yourself accountable to the actions, the results follow, right? I think too many times we're thinking, my goal, or I'm holding myself accountable to the listings, which that's good, but that's the goal. The accountability factor to me comes into, did I make all of my calls necessary to hit my goal? Did I do all the right actions necessary to hit my goal? The goal will follow if you take the right actions. And I think you broke that down beautifully within this. And then also too, I think, yes, and don't get me wrong, doing these Facebook, doing these lives in front of big audiences is amazing. But what we also break down here is the value of that one-to-one content generation. When I say that, it's shooting those personalized video texts. Oh, but Nick, I don't have enough time in a day to send out a video text to my appointments or my meetings. Really? You don't have 15
What are you doing?
15 seconds. That's all it takes to shoot a quick video. Hey, Sekou, great talking to you. I'm excited about reaching your home selling goals. I'll be over there tomorrow at 5. We'll talk soon. Boom. Guess what? Now when you're walking up to the door, they're not peeking out, checking out line like, who is this? Is this Sekou? They're gonna open the door, and be like, Sekou, what's up? Like, they're gonna know
name the puppy, baby.
Name the puppy, yeah, man. Name the puppy. If you guys want to learn about that, go to SekouKrem.com. But that's one of the.
I will say this. Wait. I will say this, Nick, that the agent that says, because you made that point, I want to point this out for folks. The agent says that the agent that says they're too busy to do X is the agent that needs to be in this course. Exactly. The agent that says they're too busy to do a deal a day needs to be in this course. We're going to break it down. It's fundamental challenges to your mindset. It's fundamental challenges to your systems, and fundamental challenges to the limitations that you put on your own business, your own mind, your own ability.
And I think
love it.
That you did beautifully throughout this course is breaking things down into an implementable system, right? Number one, these aren't concepts that you came up with out of thin air. This is tried and true, years and years of experience.
I do it
every freaking day, every day. On top of that, too, you go live and do your calls, so people can see, like, hey, I just don't talk about it, I do it. On top of that, too, you've broken it down into such an implementable system that it's just plug and play at that point, right? It's just about all right, take action in order to do this, right? And this is where, if you're a new agent, you need this. If
you definitely need it. It just went for a second. You're still going. Don't worry. You're good.
Yes, people say that a lot. I'm too busy to do blank. It really does amaze me. It amazes me when people are too busy to do the action steps needed to hit their goals. If you're too busy being busy, you need it's all about priorities. I think one of my favorite quotes, I don't think it came from him directly, but this is the person I heard it from. It was from Jay. It said it's not a distraction if you don't pay attention to it, right? So
I think it's Jay.
Yeah.
We're going to give Jay the credit.
That might be a Jay Kinder original. I don't know. But that is one of my favorite quotes, especially recently, because there's a lot of things going on. But if you don't pay attention to them, it's not a distraction, right? There's always things going on in your life for everybody. I don't know. I don't care who you are. There's always exterior factors, whether it's family, personal, business, that you can pay attention to, and it can be a distraction. But what are you choosing to spend your time on? Because I'll tell you what, when I went outside, I shot, I think it was like 7 video texts. I went live all within 7 minutes before hopping on another call. You're telling me you can't do that, right? It's
well, the questions, the fundamental questions that we're asking is, okay, you're busy doing what? What the hell are you doing? Right? If you are doing fundamentally as a salesperson, as a real estate salesperson, you make a ton of money per hour. And if you're spending your hour on stuff that is worth maybe $5 an hour instead of this stuff that's worth $200 and $300 and $400 an hour, that's not a great usage of your time. And if that makes you too busy to do a deal a day, then not only is it costing you $400 or $500 an hour, it might cost you tens of thousands an hour. And that is the real deal, man. That's the real deal. It goes to your system. You systematize creativity. It's something that you say to me always. If you're not number one in your market, you're not too busy. I love it, Kev.
Well,
I love it.
And here's what most people say too, is they don't know what to say in a video text, or they don't know what to do in a video text. And I get that too, right? If it's foreign to you, you're not feeling comfortable with it. I'm going to give you guys something straight from this course too. I'm just a little tidbit about the best way to send a video text to really hit that personal level. Hey, I was just thinking about you, blank. Insert what you know them about. Give me a call when you have a chance. Just start off like, hey, I was just thinking about you the last time we talked about you downsized, moved to another area. Again, I was just thinking about you. Give me a call when you have a chance. Hey, I was just thinking about you. I was in your neighborhood. And I thought of you. So I just wanted to follow up and see how you're doing. Give me a call when you get a chance. Boom. Like it's really so simple. Just that I was thinking about you. It's absolute gold. Everybody in this planet loves somebody like, oh, they were just thinking about me. That's great.
They was just thinking about me.
They were just thinking about you. I really realized the power of this when I got one of those messages for myself. Right? Yeah. Like this client of ours back at when I was at the call center sent me this personalized video email. They said, "Hey Nick," and I'm like, "Whoa!" They said my name. I don't know why, but like it feels like, man, that's cool. Like they sent this just for me. And I realized the true power of it when I was completely moved by the fact that they said my name in here. They said they were just thinking about me. I'm like, this is absolute gold, right? So I in turn started doing that to like a lot, like doing it in the right reasons, right? But sending those messages like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hell, I even took your gratitude texting and I was doing my gratitude videos. Hey, I was just thinking about you. I'm doing this grateful. I sent out videos and I sent out this message that I'm grateful for different people. And of course you're on my list. I'm grateful for you for XYZ. Nice talking to you. Right.
This is too much, man. Yeah. This is too much. Listen, I'm going to follow what Kevin just said, man. If you're not number one in your market, you're not too busy, right? Well, this is for the agent that wants to be the absolute best in their market, the absolute best in their business. They want to be the ones that every one of their friends says, oh, Nick, yeah, no, you got to talk to him if you want to do some real estate over here, right? You become the go-to person. What Nick just gave you, you could take that right now and make a few $1,000s off of it. You could just take that right now and it would generate money for you right this second. If you're going to take action on it, take action on SekouKrem. Come inside, poke around. Hey, you know what? Prove us wrong. Prove you can't do a deal a day by doing this stuff.
Well, guys, we only went through half of the courses that we have on here. That's a crazy thing. We went through 3 of the 6 different programs that we have built into this one, like 6 for the first one. It's insane. 3 of them, and that we just gave you a tidbit of information on each. Like Sekou said, if you want to be #1 in your market, you got to get SekouKrem. You got to go to SekouKrem.com. It has to be done. Sekou, do you have any?
Listen, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's some big things in the future for us, man. I want to see us do some things together that will reach the masses and allow them to grow from this particular workshop. And let's add stuff, man. Like the stuff that you do, you're going to get results, guys. You guys are going to get results, and you're going to be like, hey, this thing really worked, and I think we should add X, man. Let's go ahead and grow from that. Let's grow together.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, guys, go to SekouKrem.com, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bam.